Start of a new vlog, start of a new day. Well, not new day now, it's 11:15. So I've got a chicken almost cooked in the oven, a roast chicken. Way ahead of myself. I don't normally start cooking until the afternoon for tea, but there's a possibility, if things go to plan, I've got to nip into Manchester this afternoon to see someone. So I want to prep up a roast dinner for tea tonight for when Sandra gets home and things like that. So yeah, prepping up now, and I'm also hoping to, so still living in a bit of chaos here, move all this computer and everything. So I've got a backup going on there at the moment, very slow and sluggish. I'm hoping to get this all done. I've got a drawer full of stuff here and another couple of drawers upstairs done. But the main big tower computer, which I don't really use, I've not really used it for 2 years. It's got loads of backup stuff, a lot of it historical. And I'm just backing up some stuff now. I'm backing up as a backup from some nursery vlogs and bits and bobs. So once that's all backed up, I can start to get that unit down and out and get that photographed and up for sale. What are you doing, Russia? It's a incredibly wet and miserable day. It's not freezing cold, but just really wet and miserable. And I've got to go to the tip. I've got some packaging from some boxes, some content, polystyrene and stuff. So I need to go and do a tip run. And as I say, fingers crossed, I'm meant to be seeing somebody over Cheetham Hill way, but the weather may scupper the plans for why I'm going over. Let's wait and see. Yeah, another day at Taylor Towers. Right, that's a drawer emptied there. Most drawer emptied there. Gonna look at these. Right, so I've just emptied the drawers at the side of my bed, which is just, most people will have a crap drawer at the side of your bed, and I just had come in on the post. I've got these couple of items here. I'm not going to show you what those are, but they're product reviews coming up, but there's going to be a giveaway on that. And I've got another card play that's just literally just arrived, and I've got this big box of stuff here. Now I can't show you some of the stuff in here because I've just found a stack of identity badges, but I'll go through and try and show you what I'm keeping and what I'm throwing away. There's a right mixture of stuff in here. So I've got a nice watch here. And it says, to Neil, happy 21st birthday. Lots of love. Cliff, Pat, Robert and Kelly. I've only ever worn that watch once. And that's come from my sisters, nephews and nieces. My sister is no longer with us. I've also got thrown in here. I can't show you this one here. I've got a national insurance number from, don't know how old that is, on a piece of cardboard. I can't show you the other side because it's got my details on it. So OMD ticket, photo passes, OMD tickets, upside down. These are unused. So when I get my photo passes, I also normally get tickets. Oh, hang on, this is sweet. Let me open. Hang on a minute, I've got two of these. Hang on, look, wait till you see this. Can you see that? Can you see that? And these little notes. Can you guess what this is? Hang on a minute. Let's put these back in the envelope. To the Tooth Fairy from Lee. Lee's Tooth, 29th of the 11th. 2007. Oh dear. I'm keeping that. Got to keep that, haven't you? I've got here in this box here now. Oh, I think this is NT cufflinks. Look at those there. So that was I think these have gone bust. So one of the suits that I got rid of, which had outgrown, I was a best man, and they were personalised cufflinks. I've got in this one here more cufflinks. I'll never ever wear cufflinks, probably ever again. I've got rid of most of my other things. I've got here, Lucy's tooth came out 1st of the 3rd, 2006. So Lucy would have been 6 years old. Let's see if I've still got the tooth. So I don't know whether you can see that. I'm not going to show you all of these, but these are a whole collection of various ID cards and passes. Just keeping for prosperity. I'll show you this one here. Look at that one there. Sustainable profits in traffic, Councillor Neil Taylor. Including, I actually got I got a job for a company doing merchandising and stuff. I forget the name of them. Sandra will tell you. Got the full job, got the ID, got the DBS checks done and everything like that, but never ever got a day's work out of them. Have you got no idea? I think these are very old keys. I'm going to put them to one side. I think they can be binned. I've got an old watch strap. That can be binned. And Frank Sidebottom badges. Simply Big Shorts. Frank Sidebottom and Simply. So some of these are quite rare and collectible now. 1990 badges. So I'm going to keep the badges, I think. I don't know why these are in a bedtime drawer. I think when Sandra was sorting out the bathroom for house viewings, so these were little toys, kids' toys that we'd had since the kids were little. On here, right, I've got some blank. I've got some more stuff. I've got a watch. I've got no idea what that watch is. I think that may be something to do with Sandra. What else have we got here now? Oh, I think I don't know whether I ever told you this one here. This is I will show you this one here. Over to you. This individual is a volunteer with the Over to You project run by BBC Radio Manchester at Media City. If you have any concerns, basically, let's go at the newsroom. But basically, what happened there? I don't know the date on that. I've got a certificate somewhere. I'm guessing it was a social experiment where members of the public. How do you explain this? Members of the public basically took over BBC Radio Manchester for a day. So obviously we didn't take it over. We had help and all the rest of it. So I did a couple of interviews and stuff like that. And then there was people that wanted to be DJs and, but basically that's, so I was on that experiment from BBC Radio Manchester back in the day. I've got some really old things. Oh, these are good. These are good. These are good. Hang on a minute. Wait till you see these. These are really good. There's my ID one. Where was that other? This was 2009. Minilabhelp.com. So I set up a website many years ago for the photographic industry and become the world's biggest self-help forum group in the world. And I actually sold that for, I won't say how much. Not too sure how many years ago, but I actually managed to physically sell the whole thing as a going concern. Anyway, these here, look at these here. So excuse all the bits on here. This is all bits of wood from thing. But when we used to have, when we used to hold meets, rallies for want of a better word, we had little meet cards. So lots of the people in the clubs that we had folders, and they used to collect these. So when we put on an event, we had all of these cards, and then we had a folder with them in. That was Woodvale. Did anybody go to the Woodvale rallies? So we used to have a subsection within Woodvale. That was massive. That was a huge, big thing. But These are all the meat cards. Shady Oak. Yeah, I think Keith, somebody called Keith did this. This is 2010. Meat mementos, as he's called them here. So these are the two groups. So I used to run the Dandy Forum and the Bongo Forum, and then we had Teok. Loads of them, absolutely tons of them. Yeah, absolutely loads of them. Big pile of these. So I keep those as mementos. So sometimes you're looking. Oh, do you remember when we had a rally at blah 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 blah. Campfire chat. I think I mentioned that we amalgamated the sort of groups into this other group. Halloween at Shay Lane, 2010. That was a good meet. I can remember that. That was really, really good. We virtually took over every single camping pitch on that one. 2010, another Woodvale. Not going anymore. Another one there. On the Olive Grove. On this one here, I went up before Sandra. I had the kids with me. I think Sandra came after work. And when we pulled onto the campsite, Lucy, my daughter, I don't know how old she was. What year was that then? She must have been about 10. I can't remember where it was now. I've just put it away. So she must have been about 9 or 10 years old, something like that. And as we pulled in, there was a Scottish pine tree with big long pine cones. You know the big long pine cones? I think I've said this story before. And Lucy just takes one look at the pine cones. I didn't know carrots grew on trees. Right. Sorry, that's my alarm going. I need to get the chicken out of the oven. Right, so there's the chicken all roasted for later. I've got some roast potatoes in the oven. I've got some veg sliced up, and I'm going to be steaming up the veg later. Right, let's back to sorting out. So empty that drawer, which is all bits on it. And this is loads of stuff was on here, and on here. Loads of stuff here. So that's a backup going on there. In fact, I need to take some stuff off my big computer to my laptop. Hang on. Right. Sorry, I'm losing where I am. Roast potatoes done. So there's a drama at the nurseries. I'm trying to... Not a drama, but a problem at the nurseries. I'm just trying to find some contacts. Right. Hello, Rasha. It's piddling it down, isn't it? So, let's have a delve into this other drawer I've emptied. So I've got a bin bag at the ready. There's a lot of... papers and receipts in here, but I've got no idea what else is in here. This could be interesting. All right, I've got a bin bag of rubbish down there, just stuff, and I found some drugs. Baby Bird, Drug Time. And if you're a fan of Baby Bird, you'll know this song, Drug Time. It's drug time, but it's not about drug time, it's about drug time. And yeah, so there's a clip, I think there's a Deaf Institute in Manchester where Stephen Jones, who I sort of know, sort of picks me out and makes sound like he's a drug dealer and gives me some drugs. So that was that was some drugs from Baby Bird. I've also found, look at all these here. Hang on a minute, I don't know whether I can photograph these. These are all rod licenses, 2016, and environmental agency. So yeah, I used to love fishing. I've not been coarse fishing for years, but they're all the my rod licenses. So if you didn't know, if you go coarse fishing and you haven't got a rod license, you can get into bother. So that's a collection of those. I've also found an old Camping and Caravan Club membership card. Where's that from? 2018. And look at this. I'm going to cover up my number just in case it's still valid. A QVC card from, I don't know what year. Probably pre-millennium. When QVC was is QVC still a thing? I've got no idea. Anyway, QVC card. And I've also got... right, I'm going to cover this number up. That's got an old telephone number, and today, as I'm recording this, our telephone line and broadband internet should get cut off. So that telephone number from back when I was doing portrait photography, after, I don't know, more than 50 years, is going to be no more. So yeah, quite a sort of sad day. 80 Fest organizer, so another festival helped along with. Heart Internet used to be a decent company, so we went to one of their conferences in London. So I was a friend of Heart Internet, and they've gone rubbish. They're a really bad company. I've virtually closed everything from there. Another OMD ticket stubs. Again, these were complimentary tickets. That's why they've still got the ticket stubs on them. Hang on a minute. Well, another one here. And I went. I don't know what year this is. I had an invite to go to Google headquarters in London. I won't explain why, but once upon a time I was quite into IT and everything. So, yeah, that's that. And look at this here, what I've also found. I've actually got 1993. I'm trying to cover up an address on that. I've got an old address. 1987. Don't know what that is. 1998, 93. Anyway, once upon a time, I used to give blood regular. I've not given blood for a very long time. So that was in there. I've got no idea what that was it doing at the side of my thing, but maybe one day I'll start to give blood again. I used to go very, very regular giving blood. I've got a dog whistle that I could never work. I'm going to cover up my card number. Some of you know I work for Haven Holidays. Oh, bad place. That was not a good job. That was a really bad job. Awful. And part of working for Haven, we had little badges, and you had to do an induction called a buffer, a breath of fresh air. So I did the Haven Holidays buffer, and once you complete it, you got the buffer badge. True story. That I need separate. I've got more computer bits, and this here is, I've got to be careful. I'm not going to show, I can't really show all of this. I will show some of it just to prove this really happened. So this is from the bereavement service, Southern Cemetery, Barlamore Road, Chaltham. And those that don't know, oh sorry, hang on a minute, I've got a torch. Those that don't know, Southern Cemetery is a massive graveyard, huge one in Manchester. And this is a true story. I can't read this out. I'm not too sure how to explain this. So way back when, my grandparents, or it could possibly even my great-great-grandparents, they used to have something, were they called a penny grave? Where basically they used to buy a family grave for everybody to go in. So I think my great-great-grandparents went into the grave, and then my grandparents went into the grave, and then it was then left for aunties and uncles that wanted to go into the grave. Now obviously there was only so many space for bodies. And unbeknown to me, the right to be buried in the family grave was inherited by the eldest son, the eldest male on the string. So my side of the family was called Taylors, and my dad ended up being the last of the Taylors to be alive. And the person says exclusive rights to a burial grave in grave number 1634 in Southern Kent on 13th of in 1955 by deed of grant, blah 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 blah. And to cut a long story short, my dad got cremated. Look at this. I'll try and read it out. And when my dad died in 2006, it was all over. And then I had an auntie still alive, my auntie Marion, who was married to my uncle Jack, my dad's brother. And she died. I don't know. I've not got a date on this when this happened. I've not got a date on this. But anyway, she died. And her husband, my Uncle Jack, was in the family grave. And in her will, she wanted to also be buried in the family grave. So when they come to sorting out the funeral arrangements, unfortunately, she couldn't go in the family grave because the heir to the grave had to give permission. And unbeknown to me, you can't make this up. I was then the eldest son because my brother had died of the heirs to the grave. So I had inherited a family grave that my auntie Marion wanted to be buried in and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I had to, my brother desired to exclusive rights to the burials to be vested solely in the name of my cousin, blah, 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 blah. Given our consent to 2 separate forms. I had to sign over the family grave to a cousin so her mum could get buried. Yeah, you never know what's coming up, but that's a absolute true story that I actually inherited a family grave. Golly, right, I need to sort these bits out here now. Right, start to take some of these things. I've had this Epson, this is well old, isn't it? I'm going to leave this out. I'm still using that. That's a Dell laser printer. That's been a cracker of a printer. I've had that donkey's years. Right, let's start getting everything off this computer. There it is. Oh God, there's even more stuff behind here. Hang on a minute. There's even more stuff behind here. Don't even know what's behind here. Right, I need to delve in. Lots of dust. An incredible amount of dust. Right, I'm gonna have to start pulling some of these off. Guess past. Oh goodness me. That was I think, I don't know, I've shown one of them before. That's super rare. That's a full photo pass for an OMD gig, so I was able to photograph the whole lot. Here's what have I got here. Oh, some more. 2017 OMD photo passes. I should have kept all of these in a folder because that's another one. That's the 7th of the 11th. So that's one gig. There's another one for the 17th of the 11th. This one here, if I can get this off here. Hang on, I'm going to need right, that there. Access all areas. PH and JH. PH and JH. Who can guess what that was all about? Who is PH and JH? Right. Paul Heaton and Jackie Abbott. I've actually got Paul Heaton in my phone book. You may also know them as the Beautiful South. So they put on a acoustic charity gig for us. Well, not for me, for a friend of mine. At Hotel Football in Manchester. There's a connection I've got with Hotel Football and Gary Neville. It's all another life. You wouldn't believe me if I told you some of these stories. Anyway, they did a charity gig for a fundraiser we were doing. And again, if you go onto my channel and look for Paul Heaton and Jackie Abbott acoustic gig, I videoed the whole concert on an old camcorder. So yeah, with a band called, what's the band called? The Gurus, who was involved with as well, did a website for them when they were going. So yeah, that's more bits and bobs. So they're going to go into the box of bits, and then I'm not going to get a duster because it's too dusty. I'm actually going to go and get myself a dishcloth and clear some of this dust. Right. Apart from that sticker, it's going to come off. That's that pretty well emptied. I've just got a plug socket down there to do. I'm now going to move this over. Right, Russia is very confused. And the reason she's confused, and this is Dog's memories. So, anytime we used to go away before I was campsite warden, come here, Russia, you're coming up, come on. My last thing I would do before we went away would be to check my email, turn my computer off, and close that roller door on that computer desk. And the moment, literally the moment, the dogs heard that roller being pulled up and down, they knew we were going to go away. They knew we were going to go. Sky would start running around. It's like, we're going away, we're going away. And Russia, so excuse the state of our living room, I've got boxes and stuff here. And Russia is literally, she's remembering that we used to go away when I used to go into that computer and I used to open and close it. Daft dog. Right. I'm going to now try and pull that unit back into the living room where I got rid of the other unit that was here, and then that's that square space going to be clear. So again, this is seriously heavy. I need to try and manhandle this very carefully. So here we are. We've got the I've got one unit that I took out of here that's now in the porch waiting to sell. My old computer desk. This is really good. As I say, you've got the printer up here, monitor here, your keyboard here, your other bits. You've got your tower here, place for the electrical connector. It all. I don't know. I can get it down a lot. But look at that there. All with a roller door on it. And again, anytime the dogs hear that door opening and closing, you think you're going to go on holiday. You're all giddy when you hear that door. And that originally, when we had our original office, when we moved in here with Sandra, was here. Then I ended up in the conservatory. I ended up in that corner. And then I ended up back here for the last few years. And God, the room seems very echoey. That's the end of an era. Oh. So I'm not going to put the computer away or the monitor because I need to have them out. Because I am still got the hard drives on there. The printer and scanner can be boxed. The old computer printers, speakers, sorry, and an extension can be boxed. And yeah, strange all day. Telephone number gets disconnected today. Wi-Fi gets disconnected today. And the computer went. Very much the end of an era. I don't know. Is it sad? I don't think it's sad. I think it's progress. I think lots of memories, lots of very happy memories. As I say, it was really weird because against this wall here, me and Sandra both had our computers all next to each other and everything. How things change. The trip into Manchester that I half expected wouldn't happen. I don't think it's happening. I've not heard back from the guy, and it's sort of weather dependent on why I need to go over there. At the moment, it's raining. Oh, hang on, doorbell going. Happy days. Scrapper picked up that old metal frame out of the front garden, so gone. Hey, right, that's a load of packaging material. I need to get to the tip. Let's go and just for the ping message. Let me just go see what this message is. So that wasn't what the message I thought I might get, so I'm now going to go and do a tip run, and it is really miserable. Whoop, crikey, bit of music on, a bit loud. I've had sorry, product reviews. I know a lot of you don't like them and don't watch them. If you do watch my product reviews, thank you for watching them. That helps me. I'm now having to decline some because of time scales of getting things delivered, but I potentially. So here, this head unit is quite an old one with a CD player. This is the Campsitewardenuk, the last one. This Campsitewardenuk, the latest Campsitewardenuk that I did a review on. Was it W903 with the dash cam? That has been absolutely banging. That's been absolutely stonking. See, I've got that's on Spotify. Anyway, waffling. Basically, I may take a head unit to be retrofitted here. So this fascia comes out. There's a double DIN disc behind here. This has got to come out. There's only 4 bolts on the armrest, 4 bolts here. I'm not really too competent. I might wait till I get back to the nurseries and try and find an auto electrician or anybody who's okay with wires to retrofit a unit on. I'm just sort of in a bit of a negotiation on that one at the minute. Anyway, I'm waffling. Neil, zip it, get to the tip. I'm at the tip. I have never in my entire life been the only one here. Look at that. Never, ever, ever in my entire life has that happened. Well, I've just heard back from the guy that I should have been seeing this afternoon. I say what I need doing is weather dependent, and he suggested tomorrow, because apparently the weather is going to be not raining. So I'm going to get back. I've lost even track of time. Where are we? Yeah, I'm going to get back before the school run traffic really starts up, which is starting up right now. So we've had a good progress day today. I need to get that unit dusted, let the dust settle, so to speak. But I think we've had enough of a waffle on here. And I had Sandra on a vlog for a couple of days, so I'll try and get Sandra in on the next one. Right. Thanks ever so much for watching. And remember, stay tuned in to the Campsite Warden. You never know what's coming up next.